This is the entire Collision live event explained. So, let's get right into it. Immediately you can see you jump through these ports through the lobby and then you enter up into the Ice Moon base. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I don't really think there's much lore to it. I'm pretty sure it's just for cool effect, which most definitely worked. Here you can see, a zoom in of like the outside planets. This footage is by Epic Games. I could never get this amazing quality, and I want to produce the best content for you all, so I'm just using this video, processing everything that we need to know, fully understanding everything. So this animation here of getting in and watching everything, and then, you spawn in, and there's computer voice, I find it all very cool. Now, what I find interesting is the computer seems to be the same one that Foundation used to remember what happened in, the Spire. I've just taken quite a while looking into all of these things really deeply, finding things that many other people probably would have missed. Now, what I find quite interesting here is how Origin has like this hologram, and it seems the graphics like change, like it seems to be more look like a movie now, which I really like. I find it quite interesting. So we say, Origin's here, he's like, the island will be destroyed, yada yada, just do your stuff. It's really awesome, and then you see Paradigm actually pop up through the bottom of the table. Again, don't think there's much lore to it. I think it's just there, it's just for cool effect. It says the bridge is yours, which is interesting, but yeah. So then she gives us the debrief. She says, today we're going to put an end to the imagined order, and if you saw the events already, then let's just say she was most definitely right. Many thought that Paradigm might have actually betrayed us, but, she didn't. She was actually pretty good. And then we have Jones here holding the scar. That's a good secret, actually. That's showing that possibly the scar could return next season. And look, it's all really coming together here. I'm really excited for what this event has to bring to us. You can see the animation of the skins there. I wish that happened for everyone. It didn't, but, in this recording it does. So Fortnite, well done on that. It was very good timing. This whole shaking, lifting off thing, this animation, so cool. Like, you just look here, right? Look, the mecha zooms out. You got everything, you got the 4 different people. It's crazy, right? You got the computer, you got everything loading up. It gets me hyped, man. I just really love this event. It's cool. So yeah, let's just start by explaining exactly what they are doing here. So they are traveling to Reality Zero, and this obviously explains something here that we haven't exactly known. It explains why the Mecha team leader didn't properly create a rift when it left in Season 9. Now, we obviously know the Fortnite, the loop, the blue rim, you're not supposed to be able to get through it. That's kind of the whole point. It keeps you trapped and isolated from everyone else. Okay, you might think, oh yeah, Cube Queen, she had to break through it, whatever. She couldn't just get all of her ships through it easily. Surely you can't actually go through it. If you go at very high speeds, faster than the rim itself is moving, then you can go through it. Now, that actually makes quite a bit of sense with like aerodynamic force it's pushing towards it. It does have great explanation. And Paradigm here, we can see as we approach closer to Reality Zero, we see that mothership that I was just talking about. We have a pretty good dodge that doesn't seem realistic at all. You can see there's kind of like space rock and honestly look like a dust rim. So, Reality Zero quite possibly has a ring around it. So you can see all the streams running, and then you can see how fast it's moving in a second here. So you can see, look how fast that is, man, that's very fast. So what Paradigm then does is she moves faster than anything possibly can. You can see the reality's even pulsing, that's how fast it is, and then you go, bam, right through. Pretty seamless, honestly. So yeah, that had to be pretty fast, as you can see. And again, this landing animation, absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love the effort that they put into this event. Like, I really do appreciate it. And so they first land at Synapse Station. You can see all the people. And honestly, what I've analyzed from this, I originally thought, oh, is it sideways? But no, it's actually the same energy that was used for the original Doomsday device. So turns out it might just be all of the 0 Points energies combined, like dark, light, fire, everything, right? It might be everything they could get a hold of. And I really enjoyed this part. It was very interactive, I feel like. I really love pretty much everything here. It's very cool. So then we have the mech, stomping on everything. You have these huge force fields of Doomsday energy. and it's really cool. I can also see the small tanks that are being used, and also the drills as well. I really like the effect of that. So you can see here that we're just absolutely ripping through everyone, and there's also purple energy on the floor as well, which I found rather interesting. Now this part, this is cool, okay? You can see they get absolutely blasted, and you're like, okay, what are we gonna do? And then you see, oh, it's the fortress, and the cannon is actually the one that shot us, but it must be like an overpowered cannon. Now this feels like some 1980s game you just mash it. It's awesome, I absolutely love it. Heart opens up, beam out, boom, gone. And you can see a small little Easter egg is that it explodes in the shape of a heart. So that's another thing. As I said, I'm analyzing this very closely. That's why the video took a while to come out. So you can see here again that purple energy below there. It took me a while to notice all these smaller details, but it's important. I'm sure of it, man. So you can see all the tanks getting absolutely obliterated, and you're pretty much thinking, oh, the mech's won at this point. You're trying to fight off the anvils, the rocket launchers, the blimps, and this section goes for quite a while. Here's my favorite part of the event. Okay, you ready? Jones says, don't worry, I know a guy. You know how Peely's been learning to drive throughout the season? Look at this. It's absolutely awesome. Just look at it. He just pulls up in the semi truck with the slurp. Now, many people are asking, why does the slurp heal the mech? Well, we know the slurp is heavily related to 0 point energy and just healing energy, because when we used our 0 point energy from our backpacks to fuel Blevin in the Skyfire event, it turned him into a healing cube that used slurp. So 0 point is pretty similar to slurp energy, and basically, since we know the mech last time it got more power by using 0 point energy, it actually does make a fair bit of sense for them to use slurp as well. So not just a random thing. I actually find that pretty cool. So then you can see here, the blimps crashing into the floor. I really hope they actually leave some mark on the map. I know they probably won't, because Epic, the whole Skyfire thing they messed up on. But that's alright. Then we see brutes. Oh, God. No, I hate these dudes. Hopefully they're not back for Season 3. I really hope they're not back for Season 3. That would be incredibly triggering. So, yeah, we can see here that they're absolutely beaming everyone. Looks pretty simple. Looks like a straightforward win here. It looks like the mech is going to win here. Takes out the sword, absolutely slashes this blimp here. How awesome is that? I love that animation. Yeah, looks really cool. You can see all the, airstrikes, everything going off, everything attacking. It's crazy. This is definitely the all-out war that I was expecting. And, like, the crash animation, pushing it, that's seriously just so cool. So now we have the final bit where everything starts to go wrong. We know the Collider is now using 0 point energy, and obviously that involves dark, light, fire, everything. Everything they can get a hold of, they're using it. So we can see that we are diverting our power to the Blade Strike, but then the power gets too powerful, the mech starts getting weighed down by the power, and the IO notices it's a perfect time to take down the mech because he's weak, he's unstable, and he needs to eject, as they have used drills to break through the ground like they've used in the past, and it's pretty much just a huge trap. So that's quite interesting overall. We see the weapon systems are offline. Jones says, can you hear me? Anybody hurt? Whatever. And this scene looks really cool. Then you see Slone and Jones have like personal stuff. That's awesome. I absolutely love it. So you can see Slone in the tank here. Don't know why these guys didn't tactical sprint or slide or whatever, but that's alright. I was genuinely worried that I might have died here in the event, because they were pretty damn strong IO guards, and this is more proof that the Scar will be returning, which is really, really cool. You can see the 0 point here looks beautiful, man. Seriously, the cinematics in these shots are phenomenal. Really, really appreciate the epic work that they put in. But it's crazy, man. So, and then we have Foundation drops by, and we see the 0 point. It's like a blooming, opening, and then we see Earth. Like, literally, we see that reality Earth is being cycled through. Now, if you don't know, the 0 point cycles through different realities every single second, and it seems like that process was actually being slowed by the Collider. Many people thought the Collider would collide realities. That's not exactly it. The 0 point kind of mixes through realities on itself. The Collider is based on the Hadron Collider, or Hadron Collider, that speeds up particles and gives, obviously harmful and powerful energy, which is why Paradigm says it's like their weapon system. It gives them the energy that they need. Now, this part is again one of the best parts of the event. You see Vader versus Kenobi, referencing the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And that just shows, you know, that Battle Pass leak that we got before is actually confirmed. Yeah, we see the attack being had on the IO guards. We see the Rex guy with his little helmet thing. It's really cool. Everything here, the shots, amazing. Now you can actually see the dark energy, which proves that the Collider used the dark energy of the 0 point the most. As you can see, the 0 point is almost fully cut towards a purple, kind of like a rift to a looking color almost. Now that's extremely interesting. I'm very intrigued by that fact. Now this part's kind of funny, honestly. Starts kind of like emotional, nice, whatever. He's like, so you don't have to do this, Slone, you're nice. The mech just comes in, Paradigm gains enough power to just go BAM! Slone, dead or not, we don't know. I believe that, I mean, I know we're in the loop and the IO guards are in the loop, but is Slone looped? I'm not sure. I mean, she could talk and she doesn't have a loop resistant. Maybe she does have a loop and we need to know more. I hope she died though. This part is the best part of the event, probably, or the PLE one, I don't really know. But that's Geno, okay? He looks like a molten being, actually, which is quite interesting. So then you see Jones and Foundation, they jump in here, and really, amazing shots. Again, like we have the crystals connected to the Collider. We can see it's fire, dark, and zero, which is what I've said before. You know, it's those three different powers going towards the Collider. Now, as we bust open those crystals, it actually frees the 0 point from being attached, and the 0 point goes back to where it needs to be. In what was the bridge. Whatever it is now, terribly destroyed. Horrible. Now you can see the Collider loses energy. It's trying to pulse out, but it can't, and it ends up imploding on itself. And then Paradigm's like, hey, don't worry, bro, I got you. Let's cover you up. So she covers us with her hand. They're really cool. And then this is the final scene of the event. Now, this is just honestly really nice. Foundation had never really liked Jones, but seems now he finally does. Fist bump to finish off, screen goes black, they dive in, yep, awesome, like absolutely love it. That was Collision Explained. See you in Season 3.